Welcome back. I'm Coach Tina, and today we're going to go over push-up and dumbbell bench press. How are they the same and how are they different? We'll go over the form of both. First, let's talk about how they're the same so that whether you're doing a push-up or bench press, you will always remember three things. First, hand placement. So whether I'm lying on a bench or pushing myself up from the floor, my hands will be right about here, right outside of my shoulders. I want you to do this with me while you're watching this at home. So the hands are right about here, and what often happens in a push-up is elbows go out. Same thing in a dumbbell push-up. So you're gonna bring your elbows down, your hands are right outside your shoulders, and the angle, can you see the angle of my elbows? If I had a protractor, this is about 45 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 45 degrees, half of that. So in a bench press, I'm going to show you how my arms are in this position. I'm going to lie back, and the dumbbells are right there, right outside my shoulders. And if I were to use a protractor, you would see that my elbows are about 45 degrees from my side body. So that when I push away, push the dumbbells up towards the ceiling, or come down, I'm coming always back down in that 45 degree angle. Now, if I'm to do it on the floor, I'll show you. Same thing. The hands are right outside my shoulders. I come down in a 45 degree angle, and I come back up in that same 45 degree angle. So hands are in the same position, whether you're at a bench press or a push-up. Number two of how they're the same is your core. So in this move, when I'm doing the bench press, my stomach feels so tight, and the way you want to imagine is if you're in this position, if I was to push my fist into your belly, I couldn't push it. You're resisting the push of my fist. And that's what having a tight core means. And in the push-up, this is going to be the same thing. So when I'm here, whether I'm up here or down here, I could easily also resist a fist in my belly. And finally, the third thing that makes a dumbbell bench press and a push-up the same is that your feet are always active. So in a dumbbell bench press, when I get in this position, my feet are on the ground. If the chair's too high, my feet, if I have to use the balls of my feet, instead I'd rather you place some kind of weight plate underneath so that your whole foot can push into the floor. So for a dumbbell bench press, my whole foot is down. I'm pushing the floor away. I'm actually pushing the floor whether I'm in here with the 45 degree angle or pushing the dumbbells towards the ceiling. My feet are active, and in a push-up, your feet can't be relaxed. So in this push-up position, my feet are actively pushing the floor away and pushing my heels back. So my feet help me stabilize in a push-up. And even if you're not doing a push-up from the floor, it will still be very active on an incline. Incline meaning use a bench or a table. So those are the three ways your push-up and your dumbbell bench press are the same. Your hands are right outside your shoulders. This angle of your elbow with a protractor measures 45 degrees, not 90 degrees. It's a little tucked down. Your core is tight enough where if someone tried to push into your belly, they couldn't, whether I was lying on my back or I was on the floor doing a push-up. And finally, the third thing, feet are planted, pushing into the ground. If your feet are not active during your bench, your dumbbell bench, you're losing a lot of strength, because if I was standing up, this is how I like to cue it in a workshop, and someone was trying to push me, if I let my feet relax, I'm gonna get pushed over. When you're resisting a weight or a push, your feet are always doing a very important job of helping you anchor. Same in a bench press and same in a push-up. So now let's talk about how the bench press, with a dumbbell or even a barbell, but we'll do dumbbells today, how it's different. So this is an important part of how you keep your feet active. And if you've got a bench, I'd like you to do it with me. So when you sit down to do your bench press and lie back down, the feet should not be in front of the knees. See how the feet are away from my knees? I'm gonna bring my feet as far back as I can, and from the side, the feet will look like they're behind the knees. And in this position, let me just show you, my glutes suddenly tighten up. So my glutes are tight, my back makes a slightly awkward position, there's an arch. This is the one time in exercise where you want the arch, and this is why. My feet, my glutes, and my shoulders, this is the base of my dumbbell bench press. So my whole body is resting on the shoulder blades, the glutes, and the feet. And then remember the 45-degree angle. So when I push away, my whole body is helping me in this strength exercise. So those are the two key things. You won't have the arch in a push-up, and you don't have to worry about having your feet behind your knees in a push-up. But bench press, I want you to remember hands, core, feet are planted behind the knees, and you will have an arch. So that when I do the move, I'm gonna show you how I'm doing it. Feet are behind, and I'm pressing. When I press and I have my feet pushing into the ground, my feet behind my knees, my glutes tight, my shoulder blades pinching into the bench, then pressing away from me suddenly becomes easier. I hope these tips help you, and I look forward to seeing you at Straight Up Strong. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below if you aren't already. See you next time.